Good Tuesday morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with us. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm Tim Elliott, and we have a first alert day today. Charlie, we are looking at the possibility of some storms later this afternoon.
Yeah, later this afternoon into this evening. We'll keep the first alert day going, but I will tell you that the severe threat has diminished somewhat since yesterday, and the latest data is indicating a higher threat level much farther to the south towards central Illinois into parts of Missouri, but we're not completely out of the woods. We do have the threat of some isolated severe thunderstorms later today, so we will keep the alert day going. And either way, we are going to be getting rain, and rain will start up at some point around midday, potentially early afternoon, depending on where you are, continue through the afternoon. The severe threat is still, timing-wise, looking about the same. Late afternoon into early evening, but rain will likely continue through much of the nighttime hours, and we'll probably end up with some pretty good rain totals. Here is that severe threat, and if you remember yesterday, the threat level was 2 for much of this area. Now we just have a threat level of 1, only isolated severe thunderstorms possible across our viewing area. There is some rain off to the west, nothing severe, just general showers and a few thunderstorms. Temperatures are warm and humidity levels are high, upper 60s and lower 70s to start off the day. We'll climb slowly. A lot of clouds are going to hold the temperatures back a bit. Wind will be up. It's going to be close to 20 miles per hour, gusting to 30 through the midday and afternoon. And again, the showers start up later on in the morning and into the afternoon, depending on where you are. So we will keep a very close eye on the severe weather threat for you today. And by the way, it's a great day to download our free First Alert weather app to get all the updates from our team of meteorologists here at 15 News. Tim?
Charlie, thank you. The Blue Mounds woman accused of killing her mother back in April was found competent to stand trial. Sierra Schoonover is accused of first-degree intentional homicide by use of a dangerous weapon, but a not guilty plea by reason of insanity was entered for her, according to court records. Witnesses say that they saw this 31-year-old woman outside of a home in Blue Mounds on Smoky Mountain Trail in April, arguing with her mother. And when police got on the scene, they found Schoonover's mother, Heather, inside that home with multiple stab wounds. A Fall River man accused of stabbing and running over a teen girl back in 2022 pleaded no contest to one of his charges. Dylan Michael Lenz appeared in court yesterday, and the judge found him guilty of an attempted homicide charge. Lenz was 17 years old when the attack happened in October of 2022. He told police that he went after the victim with a box cutter and then hit her multiple times with his car. A sentencing hearing has been scheduled for September 12th. Bond has now been set at $7,000 for a Madison man accused of setting an apartment building on fire back on May 20th. Vince Heldestad appeared in court yesterday and is charged with arson of a building without the owner's consent. Heldestad was also reported missing back on May 22nd after he was last seen leaving Meriter Hospital. The fire broke out in the basement of this apartment building on the 1700 block of Blossom Lane. Damage to the apartment building is estimated to be at $100,000. His preliminary hearing is set for June 10th, and if he's convicted of this crime, he could spend 40 years in jail. 3 motorcyclists are recovering from their injuries this morning after trying to avoid a crash. The Grant County Sheriff's Office says this happened on Saturday, and these riders were taking part in a charity ride when multiple other riders started slowing down because of the road conditions. To try to avoid a crash into that group, the 3 riders swerved and ended up in a ditch. Deputies say all 3 riders are expected to be okay. A bill aimed at ensuring insurance coverage for breast cancer screenings is moving on to the Wisconsin Senate floor. 15 News told you about Gail's Law last week. It's in honor of Gail Zemer, who died last June after a battle with breast cancer. Her daughter, Sophie Zemer, has been working since her mother's death to make sure that this bill gets passed. The group Early Detection Saves Lives also released a statement saying, quote, "We owe it to women across Wisconsin to finish the job and make early detection of breast cancer a reality for all, regardless of insurance coverage," end quote. The bill still needs to go through the Senate and Assembly before it would end up on Governor Tony Evers' desk. The trial against 34-year-old Maxwell Anderson, accused of killing and dismembering 19-year-old Shade Robinson, continues later this morning. Yesterday, jurors heard from the assistant medical examiner who described this case as, quote, very unusual.
Is very unusual. The way that the body was received in pieces and partially decomposed in the water, all of that makes it difficult to determine cause of death.
Decker says that she supervised the autopsy of Robinson from the first leg that was recovered at Warnemont Park in Cudahy to Robinson's arm that washed ashore in Waukegan, Illinois. Decker, however, says that she ruled Robinson's death a homicide, but the cause remains a mystery because her head and her neck have still not been found. Jurors also heard from a former tenant in the apartment where Anderson lived, who does not recall seeing him or Robinson the night of the murder, but he does remember hearing a loud thud.
All I know is that something large was being transported down the stairs at approximately 5:30 to 6 a.m. I cannot testify and say I knew what it was, no.
Again, the trial continues later this morning. Anderson's attorneys are expected to double down on the lack of cause presented in this trial so far. All right, we got some rain coming in later today, but the first half of the day, how's that looking, Charlie?
Looks pretty good. You want
Yeah?
to hang around while I step through it here?
Sure.
All right.
I'll hang around.
Take a look.
Okay.
Okay, so this is where we're starting. We have some rain over Iowa and southern Minnesota. Nothing severe taking place right now, but as it approaches, we'll probably see some strengthening of the rain still well to the west. More over Iowa, you can see some of those darker reds. The storms will diminish as they move in, at least initially. So this is noon. But as we roll through the afternoon and temperatures warm up, the atmosphere will be more unstable.
Okay.
So this line of storms that moves through is the one we're concerned about, and that will be roughly late afternoon to early evening. And gusty winds would probably be the main threat with these. If there is some hail, and there certainly could be, I don't think there's going to be massive amounts of hail, and I don't think it will be all that big. I think this is mainly a wind threat for us, and a brief one at that. The storms then head off to the east, and we'll have rain overnight, and it's probably going to rain for a pretty good chunk of the night. I think we'll have rain that will add up, and totals will be over a half an inch in most spots. But that severe threat, the window of opportunity is pretty small. Lower 70s for temperatures when the kids are heading off to school. Not a lot warmer this afternoon, upper 70s, but we do have chances of rain during the afternoon. Pollen levels remain elevated, especially tree pollen, but we're seeing some grass and weed pollen as well. And probably in the medium to high category over the next few days, a bit of a drop in pollen levels by Friday.
Public Health Madison-Dane County have started their beach monitoring for this season, keeping track of where bacteria and toxic blooms are located in local waters. They are checking for things like E. coli and toxic algae in what will become weekly beach tests. Now, if a beach has a report of an algae bloom, additional tests will be done, and Public Health Madison will be sharing updates online about water status and if a beach will be closed for safety concerns.
One thing we do caution people is immediately after a heavy rainfall, like if we've had a few dry days and then a really good storm, right after that, some of our beaches are definitely impacted and bacteria levels can go up temporarily.
Public Health Madison-Dane County will be keeping a close eye on the waters as things may change this week with today's storms in the forecast. Next up here on the morning show, the tariff turmoil is turning menus upside down, even in China. We'll check in on how this trade war is affecting the other side next.